The modern disease isn't stress, it's the belief that faster means better. Long ago, in a remote village nestled in the African mountains, there lived an elderly weaver named Amara. Her wrinkled hands danced skillfully over threads of wool, linen, and silk, creating intricate patterns that seemed to whisper ancient secrets. But something puzzled the villagers. Her rugs were never finished quickly, while other weavers produced pieces within weeks. Amara took years to complete a single work. The young people of the village, impatient and energetic, often questioned her slowness. One afternoon, a curious young man named Kofi watched as Amara worked. "Why does it take so long?" he asked, gesturing toward her loom. She smiled serenely, but didn't answer immediately. Instead, she continued passing the threads through the shuttle, as if weaving something beyond just a rug. Kofi felt a lump in his throat. His mind buzzed with thoughts about efficiency and quick results. But looking at Amara's calm hands, he noticed something deeper happening, something he couldn't quite understand yet. The next day, he returned to her workshop with a different question. "How can you remain so calm, even when things don't go as planned?" Amara stopped working and looked directly into Kofi's eyes. "Life isn't meant to be controlled," she said. "It's like a river. We can try to dam its current, but that only brings suffering. The secret is to flow." Kofi began visiting Amara regularly, watching her work. He noticed she didn't measure progress by the number of knots tied, but by the quality of each movement. Every thread was chosen carefully, every color matched with intention. It was as if she were painting an invisible story, accessible only to those patient enough to see beyond the obvious. These visits changed something fundamental in Kofi. He began to realize that his haste wasn't just harming his projects, but also distancing him from the people and moments that truly mattered. He decided to experiment with a new rhythm of life, inspired by the quiet lessons of Amara. One day, during a fierce storm, Kofi ran to Amara's workshop to check on her. When he arrived, he found her sitting peacefully, observing the chaos outside. "Are you not afraid of losing everything?" he asked, pointing to the winds shaking the trees and threatening rooftops. Amara laughed softly. "Losing? I've already lost many things in my life. My youth, my health, even loved ones. But I learned that nothing is truly lost. Everything transforms. This rug I'm weaving might be destroyed by the storm, but it has already fulfilled its purpose, teaching me patience and gratitude." Kofi felt a shiver run down his spine. He realized he had spent years accumulating possessions and goals without ever reflecting on their meaning. In that instant, something inside him broke. He began to cry, releasing all the frustration and fear he had been carrying. Amara placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. "Patience isn't just about waiting," she said. "It's about trusting that everything has its time. Just as the sun always returns after the storm, our struggles also have a purpose." That night, Kofi went home determined to change his approach to life. He began practicing the art of stopping and observing. Instead of trying to solve all problems at once, he faced them one step at a time, with calmness and mindfulness. Surprisingly, things began to flow better. His projects advanced without the weight of urgency, and he rediscovered the joy of being present for himself and others. Years later, Kofi became a respected figure in the village, not because of material achievements, but because of his wisdom and patience. He often told stories to children about Amara and her unfinished rugs, emphasizing that the beauty of life lies in the process, not the final result. One day, he received unexpected news. Amara had passed away. Her last rug, finally completed, was left to him as an inheritance. When he unrolled the fabric, Kofi was speechless. The pattern was magnificent. Vibrant colors intertwined in geometric shapes that seemed to dance before his eyes. At the center, a phrase was embroidered in golden threads. Life doesn't need to be rushed. There is patience for everything and everyone. Kofi realized that this rug was more than just a work of art. It was a reflection of his own journey. Each knot represented a moment of learning, each line a lesson in patience. He hung the rug in his home, where it served as a constant reminder. Haste steals our connection to the present. Today, whenever someone asks about the secret to his serenity, Kofi smiles and says, "I learned that life doesn't need to be hurried. The true magic happens when we allow things to unfold in their own time." The story of Amara and Kofi invites us to reflect on a quiet truth. Haste steals our soul. This phrase lingers like an ancient whisper, asking us to reconsider the pace of our lives. Like Amara, each of us is a weaver of our own tapestry, every knot a choice, every thread a moment lived. But unlike her, many of us let urgency and anxiety take over, forgetting that the beauty of life is found in the weaving, not just the result. This channel doesn't grow because of algorithms, it grows because of people like you. When you subscribe, when you click that like button, you're not just helping the channel. You're helping this message reach others who may need it right now. So, subscribe, leave a like, and check the pinned comment. We've prepared something special for you. There's a free mini ebook on ancient practices of clarity and silence, and a deeper course on mindfulness for those ready to slow down and truly live. Be kind to yourself. When Kofi realized that his haste was disconnecting him from the present, something shifted. He saw that patience isn't about waiting, it's about trusting. Trusting that life unfolds at its own rhythm, that nothing real grows in a rush. And that's a theme we all feel. How many times have we given up on something or someone because it didn't move fast enough? How often do we try to force the river instead of flowing with it? This kind of wisdom starts small. It begins when you choose to focus on just the next step, instead of the entire journey. Imagine yourself like Kofi, watching Amara's hands, slowly, deliberately, tying each knot. You could take 5 minutes today to sit in silence, to breathe, to notice the now. That's the first knot in your own tapestry. I've been there too, trapped in the race, chasing results. And in that rush, I lost sight of what mattered. Presence. Connection, peace. It was only when I slowed down, when I let go of the need to fix everything now, that clarity returned. And you? When was the last time you stopped to ask, am I living? Or just trying to arrive? Here's the truth. Life doesn't wait for us, but it also doesn't want us to do everything at once. It wants us to learn to move with it, to dance with it, to weave something meaningful. So may you become a mindful weaver, someone who ties each knot with intention and lives each day as part of a greater, gentler pattern. And before you go, let me leave you with this. Just as the sun rises and sets without haste, your life has its own rhythm. You don't need to control time, you only need to walk with it. The tapestry of your life is still being woven, and every knot tied with love is already enough.